Warning, the following video contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Welcome to Everything Yet Nothin. Here's a hillbilly in eyeshadow who's looking fabulous and talking about anything yet something. Get ready to chew on a blade of sweet grass and talk about a variety of LGBTQ topics to the lifestyle of a gay hillbilly. Watch out, folks. These hills don't just got eyes. They got themselves a vodcast. Now, here's T-Roy.
Hey, welcome to Everything Yet Nothin. I mean, we have one hell of a show tonight, and I say it because, hello, I always say it about my stuff. Our stuff. And this is our stuff. So, we are going to be talking about a show that we did.
Chipster asked if there's a show.
Yes, Chipster, where are you? Where's your ass at? I know, I wasn't on here. So, yes, it's a little bit short, a little bit not short, but late. And we are here now. So, Chip, where you at? Tell me.
Said he can't find it.
Where the hell you at? I'm going to invite your ass. That's how we're going to find it. Oh my god, I just got an idea. So,
you can't just start inviting right away.
We had a show not too long ago, and it was absolutely phenomenal because the show was a drag show, and it was here in Branson, Missouri.
You might have heard about it. I mean, we did a little bit of
might
publicity on it, just a little bit talking about it.
Well, it was in Branson, and whenever we did it, this show was a real awesome, doesn't happen very much. And so we went and we put this together, and it was like in a short notice because a owner of a club restaurant came up to me and was all like, so I've wanted to do a drag show, and I was told that maybe you can like help me out here. And I was like, really?
We watched too much
So
wrestling.
I said, sure, why not? And I went and got a hold of a girlfriend of mine. I call her my queen, and she calls me her sir. And she went and got me some beautiful queens together. Absolutely wonderful, beautiful queens. And there was a couple that drove over 3 hours. There was a couple that drove from Eureka. There was some that was just absolutely adorable. Like, when I say drag queens, I don't mean just a drag queen. I mean these girls were queens. And I say that because they were my queens. And they absolutely raised the roof in this club that we were in, which is Mr. Glencho's in Branson, Missouri at the Branson Meadow Malls. You got to check it out. It used to be Sips, but now it's Glencho's. We hadn't had a drag show in Branson in, oh my gosh, years. Not an actual drag show. I mean, we had shows, but this was by far the absolute 100% pure drag show. Like, these girls brought their shit. They absolutely dropped it like it was hot. I was absolutely a proud papa that night because these girls were absolutely phenomenal. There was absolute freaking hilarious comedy. And afterwards, it was like, it felt so good because I had so many people that I know personally come up to me and say, oh my God, you know how many drag queens that I've been to? And not one time did I ever leave feeling like I felt whenever I left your drag show. And that was absolutely amazed. And whenever they said that to me, that made me feel 100% just on cloud nine because I know that these girls work their asses off. I know that they are 100% queen because they put their shit in it. And they brought every bit of ass, tits, and sweat that you can imagine. And let me tell you, it was so good. We're going to do another one, and that is going to be coming up soon, towards the end of May. And it's going to be phenomenal. Same place. We will be running an ad soon, and we will be absolutely bringing down the house again because it's going to be phenomenal. I will not bring anybody on here on any of my shows unless I know that they're 100% true, 100% about it, because that's what it's all about. Is them being 100% with themselves because that's who they love, that's how they are, that's how they're liked, and period. That was Luann in the background. She likes to put her periods in there, you know. Period.
Women in their periods, I swear.
Yeah, women in their periods. Oh, now she's crying. Look at what you did to her.
It's probably because of period.
I love you so much. So, we have one of the queens here tonight, and she brought it. Like, she is one of them that I love so, so, so much because she brought her shit, and I didn't doubt her 1 minute that she could do that. But baby, she brought it. And when I say brought it, she fucking brought it. And this is the show that we are talking about. That was in, okay, so this is like totally not right. Anyways.
Yeah, that's green. This is green right here.
We have Ivana over here, which is here tonight. And then the other queens were here. And this was it. Like, Shop Shamrock with the Rainbow Ladies.
So without further ado, there's the screen. Yeah, we had them all sign them, and then we gave all of them out except for one. I had to keep one.
Yes.
Had the girls on there.
Yeah.
Anyways, without further ado, let's bring out a special guest, Ivana Be Real.
Ivana Be Real.
Hi. How is everyone?
How are you? We are.
I'm good. Thank you for all the bragging. That just made me feel good. Thanks.
Good. It's all true. You know
You're
that.
just so gracious.
Thank you.
Great to be
It was a
around.
great time. It was a great show. It was a very place to be.
Well, thank you very much. And yeah,
You know, one of the only photographs I got out of it was the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I say one. I took multiples. I got up on the balcony and I wanted to take pictures of the crowd, and it was a packed house for you girls.
Oh yeah.
What's it? I can barely hear you all. Maybe it's my old age kicking in.
Maybe it's because we don't have the microphone on.
Oh. I apologize.
It's been one of them days, girl.
I have one of them lives, honey. I have 4 kids.
Okay. Can you hear us now?
Yes. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
So anyways, I said one of the only pictures, which I got 3 pictures, but I only got 3 pictures, and they were of the crowd. I walked up on the balcony so I could get a picture of the crowd while you guys were out there doing, it was a group picture. So, and it was a packed house, and that was just a great feeling.
Oh, it was a great feeling. You know, with the economy the way it has been and everything, it's a struggle. And, you know, to walk into a full club like that, that is something that makes your heart sing.
And everybody was so just on cloud 9 after that. I've seen so many individuals that was there, and they all talked about your dresses and the way you carried yourself, and I was like, That's
And
my girls, you know.
the ladies that I worked with, everyone I worked with are such professionals.
They are,
Everything went so
absolutely.
smooth. It was so easy.
Yes.
And they have great food there also.
Yes, they
Yes, they
do.
do.
Absolutely do.
Sorry, I have 4 kids and she just came to make an
Hi,
appearance.
4 kids.
There's
Hey,
one.
there's another one in the back.
Okay, son. Yeah, they say
Hi.
hello. Say hello, Kaden. You
Yep, I
came
was
in
gonna
here.
say you got on camera.
Right, you
Yes,
came in here.
did.
You got to say hello now.
Where you from? How you doing?
How you doing? He's from the front bedroom. He's doing pretty good. I forgot to lock their doors so they get out all the time.
Right.
There you go.
See, we have fur babies, and they've been on the show a few times because we didn't put them in the bedroom, and so they come back and start scratching on the door, and you're like,
Mhm.
"Oh, can't have the scratches. Rather have the snores because they're one of
Well,
them are pugs. Well, Boston Terrier pug mixes. The
uh-huh. Oh, I
designer
bet
pug.
that's cute.
Pug.
Yeah, they
Oh, yeah.
are.
They look like brindle pugs.
Well, I have a Chihuahua that's ugly as sin, and her compadre is part black and tan coonhound and weenie dog.
Yeah.
A really not attractive mix.
Adorable.
Oh, you say coonhound and weenie dog?
Huh?
You say coonhound and weenie dog?
I did. Black and tan coonhound and weenie dog.
Oh my gosh, girl, you're gonna have to send me pictures.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, I have a Chewiener too.
Uh-huh.
And I say I and not we because he was given to me or adopted to me by T Roy's mom
Uh-huh.
on my 4 years ago birthday, so 36th birthday.
Yes.
The funny thing is we were thinking about having a pup. Or having a pup. We were thinking about getting another one. We have a cat and 2 dogs. And that's our children. So, anyways, we were thinking about getting another one. And they had a litter
I'm
of
getting
pups.
some I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I'm getting some feedback and I can't understand you again. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I think we're having some issues with this microphone.
It could be my miracle ear. Not sure.
Can you hear me now?
Still there.
I'll be right back. Keep talking.
So, until we get this fixed, there is going to be another one coming up, and that is going to be towards May.
And it will be at Mr. Glenshow's in Branson, Missouri. We will be putting flyers up, and we will be doing all kinds of stuff. And so there she is. And so whenever that happens, we'll be putting the flyer up and letting everybody know. And I want it to be all over the place. I want this place absolutely full to the rim. It was full, but I want it packed. And so this time, I want you to all tell your people and bring your asses down because it's one hell of a time that you will not ever forget. And if you lose out, you're losing out big time.
Well, that was the first time I've ever been to Branson in my whole life. And
Yeah?
I went to McDonald's down the road from the hotel, and I can't tell you how many times I just stopped at red lights and stayed there because I was enamored by everything. So when I come down in May, I will be bringing my kids, and we're going to stay for a vacation. So,
Oh my God, yes. They're going to love it. You're going to love it.
I think so. I am. I know I will.
And your kids will too, because like the aquarium, oh my God, they will love the aquarium. And then there's Silver City, tons of rides and activities for them to do. There is Big Air. Trampolines. Trampoline. Oh my god, yeah, they would definitely love that because it's a big ass trampoline. They get in the middle of it and they turn the fans on and stuff, and so it literally makes them float like they're flying.
Oh, they would love that. Yeah.
It doesn't go but so far up, but literally you're floating there, and there's a hole inside. All kinds of stuff. They can climb walls. There's ladders they can climb, rope they can climb. There's inside water parks all over the place. So yeah, they would definitely love it.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll like that. They're excited. I'm excited. I'm excited again.
And you know me, so I'll show your asses around everywhere. Like you tell me
Right.
where to take you, and we're-
Right. Well, I plan on getting an itinerary from you.
There's a lot to do.
Yeah. Speaking of lot to do, I'll be in Eureka Springs this weekend for Diversity Weekend there.
We will be there
Tony.
Sunday.
I'll be glad to see you. I'm sorry?
Difficulties. We're having some technical difficulties tonight. But okay, here it is. Tony asked if we're not going to Diversity Weekend, but you are, right? Are you doing both shows? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just come in like a wrecking ball. Call me Miley.
Are you going to wear your underwear like Miley?
If not, I do.
Honey, you know.
Liquid blue those tidy whities now.
Right? Bring on the cheese train.
So what were you saying? You're going to be in Diversity Weekend in Eureka?
Yes, I will be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all 3 days. Friday night at Club Nick's, and then Saturday there's so many I have to have it written down for me. I think all weekend I have 15 numbers.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
You're going to be performing all day Saturday throughout different venues.
yeah. We'll be at
the park.
Yeah, I'll be at the park. Cassie and I will be at the park. Then before then there is a benefit show, brunch show that we'll do that helps donate to. I want to say, I'm not going to say because I would probably say wrong, but they donate to LGBTQ plus charities and things like that. So
Good.
That's awesome. Absolutely.
We'll be there Sunday for the brunch at Nick's.
Yeah, who don't like brunch?
I know, and who don't like Nick's?
Right. Who like? Well, actually, I like all meals.
Me too.
I'm a giant fan of snacks, also.
I try not to skip a meal. I'm gonna be full disclosure. Someone had to be in the salon today. Anyways, we were running late. He comes out and he's like, "I took a nap because that long," and he comes out. He's like, "Oh my gosh, it's almost 8:00," and I'm like, "Yeah," and we got to do this. He's like, "We have a show tonight." I'm like, "Oh crap!" So we get out of the Wendy's line after already ordering, and I hate pullouts, and so I was
We were on a pullout.
And then I'm like, "We got to get home. Like we don't have time for this for food."
Right.
But I did not miss it, girl. There's a slice of pizza that was his, but I ate it, and some little smokies from last night, and I had my snack before we come on the show because I was.
Well.
It's 9:30 this morning. That's a meal and 2 snacks missed.
A meal and 2 snacks. I don't like on drag days. I don't eat after 3:00 because wearing 2 girdles of Spanx and hose and skinny clothes for a chubby girl is not conducive to a large dinner.
I know that firsthand. Valentine's night.
Maybe a piece of a dried beef or something like that, but nothing more.
All right, just a nibble.
Just a nibble, right?
Like a grape here and a grape there.
The Bearded Babes will be at the park and the drag show and the Jesus parade is what Taki's calling it.
Yeah.
The Easter parade is also on Saturday in Eureka.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Bearded Babes will be at the Jesus parade in all their Bearded Babe glory.
Yes, and 2 of those bearded babes were at the show themselves.
Now there was one small queen, the one that just jumped around and did the splits, this, that, and the other way. I did not get her name, but I would have loved to have got her name.
We can't remember her name. I think it was Elizabeth, wasn't it?
Yeah, or Montgomery.
Probably
Elizabeth Montgomery. The witch.
Oh, I love you, girl.
I don't get that.
Oh my gosh, Ivana, I want to be her friend. Like, I don't know. And the short time, because we didn't get to spend much time together. Like,
no.
Let's get it correct, guys. When you're trying to put on a show and you're bringing these girls in you're from where? Oklahoma?
I'm from Oklahoma.
And we had Arkansas, and we had one from Poplar Bluff, Missouri, which is 4 hours away that we have to drive.
Right.
But we'll plug that pageant in a little bit. But anyway, so we didn't get to spend much time together. My whole world in my head, I was like, oh, girl, I'm going to learn these queens. I'm going to be we're going to be best of friends. And in true world, it's y'all had your shit to do. We had our shit to do. We met up a couple times, but I just fell in love with you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, your demeanor, the way you carry yourself, the way
your
you
makeup. Are you shitting me, girl?
I wasn't even talking about drag.
I know, now that you see me without my makeup on, I'm sure you're like, how the hell did she look like that?
Yeah, I was in the back and I turned around like, like, boom, 5 minutes and he's done. Yeah.
I feel like it takes me forever.
No, it was really fast and it was absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. I can't, like I said, I'm planning on some different costumes, bigger hair, heavier makeup, things like that. It's going to be a blast.
It's absolutely going to be a phenomenal time.
Chips just said, love, I lost my baby song, you do, girl. Around the world and I can't find my baby. That's what it's called. I can't find my baby.
Oh, I think the government took my baby.
If not, they tried.
At least the dingo didn't need it.
Thank you for whoever sent that. Thank you for that. That's a fun song to do. Oh,
AKA Tacky Tina.
Yes, Christopher, thank you. I appreciate that. That's a fun song to do. I love to do drag when I can have fun and make people laugh. And that's why I've been doing it for over 30 years.
Well, you do it very gracefully.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Now, the feet don't say that.
Well, honey, the feet gonna hurt because of the shoes you wear.
And I refuse to wear little bitty kitten heels.
Yeah, me too.
I won't wear kindergarten shoes, honey. I got to have big girl shoes on. Yes, ma'am.
It's not drag.
Right? I don't care if I have to drag myself with my elbows the next day. I'm not putting on those little shoes.
And the best thing, this was the first show that we put on at Bon Shirley Enterprises. And I'm a firm believer that you learn and you grow. So next time is going to be so much bigger.
Oh, my God.
And it's going to be beautiful.
Well, next time we'll have time to visit because I'll be staying longer.
Yeah, she's over here on vacation.
Yeah, I heard. I was gone, but I was not absent.
You got all boys, right? You got all boys?
Gone, not absent.
In my life, honey. Gone, but not absent.
I'm using that.
You have all boys, right? As kids?
No, I have 3 girls and 1 boy.
Oh, 3 girls and 1 boy. Well, they're all going to be down for vacation, so we actually get to spend some time with them.
I know. You already planned an itinerary.
Yes,
I heard that.
Well, I got to use. I'm sorry.
I don't know what I like to say because sometimes things take a minute to register. At home, I'm like, huh? Oh, yeah. But at work, I am the responsible one. So I can't be like Burnout Kevin. I have to be like
Burnout
Manager Kevin. And so I'm like registered instead of heard. Because, in the restaurant business, usually people are like,
right.
Heard. Okay, thank
you.
And then like, oh, registered, got that. Okay, hold on.
Registered. It's registered. It's right. I wrote it down. It's registered somewhere. It's registered.
Oh, that's write it down. That's another one. That is Kevin at work thing. I'm like, write it down. If you don't write it down, it's not. We never talked because it'll be forgotten 5 seconds later. Because you know that person, they're gonna be telling me something different too. So write it down, or we never.
My 9-year-old has ADHD, and she should start writing things down. Bless her little heart.
I mean, it took me like 21 years to realize you better write it down.
Write it down. I am big on lists and checking them, and I'll go to the laundry and I'll have like 3 or 4 pieces of paper in my pocket from list to different lists.
You're right. Luann, you know Luann.
That's why I got a personal assistant.
Is she your list keeper?
She just said yes. She came out of her mama's womb with a notebook in her hand.
Okay.
Hopefully you had a pen with it.
She reminds me of me like 6 years ago. 8 years ago. 8 years
Oh, were you a redhead?
Is it? Well, no, I wasn't a redhead, but I had to have everything written down to the point where someone would say that certain things in the marriage relationship had to be scheduled in, or it wasn't happening. So, because I was that person. And then, after many arguments and living with Sagittarius, who just is more water and wants to flow with the whatevers, I've learned that lists are good.
That wouldn't be me.
But I cannot get upset when someone messes up my list.
Who's touched my list? Who touched my list?
It wouldn't be me, not at all.
Another thing was, I tell Luann, after many years of relationship, I get tired of arguing, so I'm just late. Like, I'm sorry, I'm late now. That's what I do. I would rather be late and be like, hey, we're like here now, than be, let's go, T-Roy, come on, we better hurry up, come on, we got 10 minutes.
No, but
because that doesn't work. Because by the time we get to the event on time, we're both like, hi, how are you? It's good to see you.
That's one of my favorite things to do is arrive to the event. Because it's almost that celebrity feeling. You come in and you're carrying your bags and your entourage is behind you, and it's just a great time. Tony, I perform in Missouri, Arkansas, Kansas, and I don't perform a lot in Oklahoma, but typically in Tulsa. Thank you.
We're going to that tomorrow night.
Yeah, Eureka Springs. I'm heading that way tomorrow. Club Nick's. It's going to be a fun one. I'll be hosting with Mr. P.
Yes.
So I'll be bringing my vivacious energy. I'm sorry?
You're hosting with Mr. P?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
The owner of Rocky.
Oh, I'm sure she knows Rocky.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you go to Nick's in like downtown,
isn't he a straight boy?
You gotta like, hi, Rocky. How are you?
Yeah, it's exactly like that too.
Here I sent you.
And every time I see him, like, I get real giddy around really attractive men, and I'm almost don't know what to say.
Where's my fan? When
I
know, and every time he walks up, I'm like, "Hey, Rocky."
I feel you.
He is so cool.
How are you, Rocky?
Tacky Tina says, gonna try to show up for the Soul Saturday night.
Tacky Tina. Well, I love that name.
Yeah, you probably.
So Tacky Tina is the bearded babe. She's
down in Eureka all the time.
But
Oh, well, can't wait to meet you.
I'll send you a pic. I don't have my phone, but I'll send you a pic. They were at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they were kind of.
I barely even got to see them either.
I had to.
Luann was
request
like,
to
they
go.
were at the St. Patrick's Day show, weren't they?
Well, that was like, we talked to them a lot.
And
You know, the phone, but that was
I literally said, as soon as I get done, guys, like I'm supposed to announce the girls, and then I'm gonna come sit right here. And then I said, "Oh my God, I love you guys. I'm so sorry I didn't get to talk to you. Bye," and hug.
It is so difficult to have that just brief with a show, especially a show that big. You only have time for brief interactions,
Yes,
and you know sometimes there's a downside to that. You know, because you don't really get to talk to the people that really come to see you all the time, and your true blues and things like that. Because you still have to talk to your newbies and things like that. It's a busy night. A lot goes on in those few hours.
It is.
It really
If
does.
I wasn't. I had a friend of mine that was also working with us that night. I was all like, "Hey, Sam, would you go get that one and that one down there and bring them to me?" Because running around and everything. And I was
Right.
like, "Come here," and so I met him up on the balcony and got to really visit with him for just a couple of minutes. But even then, it was quick. And
he and his wife are filming the show, and they're going to do a documentary. And we do want to get with you. And
Oh, okay.
Any interviews with any of y'all, did he?
Okay, that's interesting.
We do want to get an interview with all four of you queens that were there with Sam, because he was filming the whole thing, and he's going to make a little.
And he came back in the back at one point in time and said hi. It was kind of like a quick thing, dark hair.
Before the show.
I remember him briefly. Yeah.
Briefly. He wants to do more interviews on, face-to-face interviews and talk to each and every one of you, really get down to who you are, where you came from, how you came about, and, just kind of do a story on you all, each one of you.
Oh. It's a sad story, girl. It's a tragic story of a woman gone wrong.
Taki.
Rocky is cute. Yes, Tina. Yes, girl.
Part of Rocky is cute.
She was in a green wig.
Yeah, I'll send you. I have a picture of that night, even. So
okay.
But
she was all green.
If you go to Eureka Springs often, I'll send you also another picture of Taki Tina, and then.
Oh, honey, she is all out there. Like one time, the first time I met her was like 10 years ago. It was the first time, but I remember it because she was like literally wearing her tits out, all proud and like there is
Taki
no
Tina
lips,
is all
there is no
tits, ass,
yeah,
and hair,
absolutely out
and makeup, but the name is in. Yes. The name is
Taki Tina.
Taki Tina.
Well, honey, if she likes it, I love it.
Oh,
but
she loves it.
The Facebook picture, and you can't see it now, but I'll hook you guys up as friends somehow.
Yes.
But is when Jackie Beats and I don't want to mess up her name. Anyways, Jackie Beats, I'll just say Jackie Beats, was in, she'll tell me, Taki Tina will, was in Eureka Springs on the last diversity. I think it was fall diversity. And
yes,
Taki and Tony got us in, and I've never heard of them before, and I fell in love. I've watched all their YouTube videos. Anyways, she was all out, girl. She was in a purple shirt or a purple dress and just tits out and beautiful makeup.
Oh, yeah.
So I have a picture of that too. I'll send that picture to you, and that'll be Taki Tina,
I love all that drag.
Xandra show. Ivana pics of this old girl too. Oh yeah, girl. I've got pictures of her too. This is Taki's husband, wife.
Sherry Vine. Okay.
Sherry Vine, yeah.
Say it.
Jackie Beats has a song. It's a parody of Fever. Have you heard it?
Yes.
It's called My Beaver.
Yes.
or beaver, something like that. It is so hilarious.
Oh my God, I loved it. Loved it.
It's like she talks about her front butt and all kinds of stuff.
Sherry Vine.
Yes.
Sherry Vine has a rendition of Hallelujah, which is called How I Blew Ya.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, well, okay.
And let me tell you, when she was performing it, I was like, bitch stole my technique. I did. I looked at Roy and I said, that bitch stole my technique.
My technique. How dare her? I wore that best.
All right, this is why we have the parental advisory. So, hi, Ted. Ooh, the proprietor of WLFE.
Hi,
HDP
Boo
Radio
Ted.
just popped on right as I'm about to talk about blowjobs.
He's the big man up in the
So,
house.
anyway, she's like, it goes like this: you twist the wrist, you rub the balls, you take the fist. Like, and I'm like, when she's talking about that, I'm like, that bitch stole my technique. That's
I was like,
exactly what I do, babe.
I don't know how she learned that either, babe. No idea. None.
So we're done tonight. Check out Sherry Vine, How I Blew Ya.
It's on Sherry Vine. Check out Sherry Vine on everything that she does.
Oh my god.
Hilarious. I love it.
Oh,
It's not hilarious.
Like, she got in too. Like, there was no like ifs, ands, or buts. She got in that shit. I was like,
Oh god.
oh my god. There were some people that was like, oh my god, you know, watching it.
yeah, he's all laughing. I'm like, you fucking bitch.
Yes. Did you ask Roy? Did you send him those videos? Send her those videos.
I didn't
Maybe.
She did not get that from me. Although we are best friends and we talked last night.
Oh goodness.
Oh my goodness. So there is a question. When did you figure out that you were different?
I have always known I was different. As a little kid, I wasn't ever masculine. I didn't really want to play sports. I'm not competitive that way. I'm more of a kind of a homemaker, I guess. I have 4 kids. That's kind of my thing. I feel really comfortable with that. So, but I've always felt like this. And when I was younger, I started hormones and things like that. And starting hormones younger, you really have to, there's a lot that goes on with it. You have to be mentally ready, and I was not. So I went and beaver, that's it. Sorry, I'm reading the comments. Yes, beaver, that's it. But when I turned 40, I started all the hormones and everything again, and now I'm 52. And so it's worked out better this time. I had some growing to do.
Oh, good.
Outward. I'm over 200 pounds now, so
Yeah.
it's all the growing I care to do.
Right.
Well, that's awesome. So you do feel different now than the first time that you started.
Right. It was just really hard. I was not in a good. I was not in a good place in a relationship that I was in. Jobs were difficult for me because no one wants to give you a chance.
Right.
So, and things just felt like it was crumbling in on me, and I didn't feel like I was able to handle that life and whatever else could bring at me at that moment. So,
Well, yeah, that's a lot.
yeah. So, but I grew out of that real quick.
Look at you now.
But I've always felt trans. I've never felt just like, I've never kissed a girl. I've never held a girl's hand. I'd feel nothing against it, but I would feel like a lesbian. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just not one. I
And-
just like my menses.
Yeah, me too.
It's funny because I kind of had this conversation with my work friend. Like, I have a work best friend, but neither one of us work at the same place anymore, and like, we don't even work together. But I still call him my old work best friend. You know, because you have work friends, and
Mhm.
the sad thing about work friends is once you leave that job, you know, you tell all this shit to them, and then once you leave this job, you don't see them anymore. Anyway, so my new work friend and I were talking today, as a matter of fact, and it's funny that this came up. And I was all, she said, so when did you know you were gay? And I was like, oh, honey, I knew I was gay before puberty. And she said, hold on one second. I'm sorry. Someone forgot to mute their phone. And it's kind of hard of hearing. So she's like, you knew you were gay before you were human? After like a 5-minute laugh, I'm like, no, before puberty. Like, I was playing with my friends before I even kissed a girl. Like, before I even, yeah. And she's like, oh, well, have you had intimacy with a girl? And I'm like, 2.5. She's like, what? And I'm like, I explained that. And I was like, well, that was 1621 and confusion and some other reason that we won't go into here. But,
That's a different episode.
yeah. Stay tuned for the recovery episode. No.
The recovery episode.
And I was like, I knew I was gay long before anything. So, yeah, like because we also were talking about when we lost our V card and all that. And like, I lost my V card long before I could even hit puberty because I was experimenting with my best friends when I was 7 and 8 years old. You know. Yeah.
Well, young enough. Okay.
It was. I mean, I started smoking. I started a lot of things young. My sister had twins when she was 14. Like, we grew up fast. My mom died when I was 9, and then we were like, we're not kids anymore. You know, we went through trauma.
Right. No, I started smoking cigarettes when I was 13.
Right.
You know, but the 80s was just a different time.
See, this was the early 90s when I could still go to the store and say, I want a pack of Camels for my mom, please. And
For my mom.
Yep.
I grew up in a.
Oh, and I need this 10-cent cheap ass crack lighter. All right. There you go. Oh, can I put it on my mom's tab?
Right.
We lived in a little bitty town. It was a country store. And
I did too.
Because she also worked at a convenience store. So we had a country store, we had a convenience store. My mom worked at a convenience store. So I was like, I'll put it on my mom's tab. And then she'd be like, what's this? That's how I got caught busted.
That's how I know.
And then I stole a carton of cigarettes from my friend's mom. Well, he and I stole a whole carton of cigarettes. They had 2. We didn't think they'd miss it. We were 8 years old. Yeah, we got busted.
Teamwork.
Yeah. We had to smoke that whole carton of cigarettes plus a pack of fucking cigars this big around.
Oh, no.
I puked green on a cigar. And they're like, what? You're not done? You still have another cigar to go. I'm like, I'm done.
Those smell so bad. So bad. My stepdad used to smoke cigars, and he was one of those lovely people that didn't crack the window.
Oh.
And I was like, I was driving from the doctor one day, and I was like, now my mother may not tell you that stinks and she can't stand it, but I will crack that window.
Right? Yes. Well, girl, it is time for us to do a commercial because we haven't been talking this almost an hour.
Okay.
We're going to jump to commercials. We're going to get them all done real fast, and then we'll be right back.
Okay. Okay, I'll be here.
My goddamn phone is fucking piece of shit.
Hey, wait.
Oh, yeah. Life just got sweeter now that WLFE DB has merchandise. Show your support by purchasing your t-shirts for WLFE, Paratalk Radio, Inside the Drag Closet, and more. But it doesn't stop there. T-shirts, coffee mugs, tanks, buttons, cloth bags, and more. Go to WLFE-DB.com. On the top bar, click on the merchandise tab and bam, there you go. You got merch. Support the shows. WLFE-DB.com.
Hey, y'all.
There was like a bloop. I was off of my phone, and I was going off on my phone. And he was like, "Babe, we're live," and it was like, just
Loop.
commercial.
I tell you, I'm gonna
It's the
Put
adult commercial.
a camera in the corner of the studio and just keep recording the whole time. That way, the bloopers on here, I swear, some of the stuff that we do during off commercial or before the show, and I swear, people pay to see that shit.
Oh yeah, sure. I would pay for watching.
I was just sitting there doing this and
Right.
checking my cheeks, making sure I'm okay. Pat my chin.
I love it.
Girl, gotta look good.
Mhm. Right. Make sure my clothespins don't come in hooked from the back, and you'll see my extra 4 other chins. Lighting. The tip.
What was that movie my Big Fat Greek Wedding where they'd like, all right, everybody, and they'd hold their skin back on the neck of the back of their necks.
Right. Right.
Hold my skin. I was like, that's great. I said, I'm totally going to do that I'm 40 years old. And I already need it, so I'm like, babe, hold my skin.
Right. I want to look surprised and smiling all the time. I don't even want to be able to blink. I want my skin stretched, bounce a quarter off of it.
Exactly.
But I do want to be able to close my eyes.
I'll just wear a mask.
There you go.
I'll be all right.
I never thought about that.
I'll probably only be able to afford one facelift in my life, so it better last me a long time.
Right? So I want to get a lot done, but I'm champagne taste on a natural light budget. You know what I mean?
Oh, I hear you. I'm on a case of water budget. That's my budget.
I like that budget.
Thank you, great value. Not sponsored.
I told T-Ray, I was like, I don't need to work out because the doctor said that I'm gonna have to all the skin anyway, so I guess got to get it cut off. And he's like, if you work out, you have less to cut off. And I'm like, they don't charge by the pound, do they?
Right, right. But see, and you know, people talk about running and doing this and doing that. You know, I'm not running after nobody.
If I'm running, I'm being chased, so you better fucking run too.
Oh,
Just kill me. I don't need the pain of being out of breath like that. My chest burning that hard.
Right? Oh yeah. Totally.
Just take me.
Right? I'm totally the I'll trick your ass and let that bear get you before it gets me. It'll be happy kind of person. Because I know that I can't run. I can't outrun anybody. Like, we tried to play kickball at a business picnic for a business that I used to work for a few years ago.
That was a few years ago.
This is back when I weighed almost 300 pounds. And I was like, yeah, I'm a GM. I better have to play kickball, blah, blah, blah. And my ass fell from trying to run from third place to home, or third base, or whatever it's fucking called.
Third place. I was third runner up. I was third runner up.
No, I was second runner up because I started playing. But anyway, from third base to home, and then like I could see, like, I wish someone was recording it and put it in slow mo, because I'm sure it was like, whoa. My whole leg was scratched up from the knee to the ankle, and I'm like, oh, I can do this. And I walked to the home plate, and then I'm like, oh, I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm too fat, and I fell down. I'm done.
Call me a nurse and bring me a bourbon. I am done.
Exactly.
I was done before I even started. So.
Yeah, Mr. Cheever was like,
I was drinking the bourbon, and I was over here with my fans. It's such a good job.
Oh, I always tell people I take so many female hormones. I'm like a walking furnace all the time. It's just constantly hot. So imagine throwing some activity on top of being that hot. That's just rude.
Because we had all down here.
We had
yes
for 2 days, and I'm like, what happened to spring? We went from winter to summer. What the hell? No, I want spring. This is not worry.
Yeah, I love spring. All the spring flowers and all the new green and all that.
Yes.
Birthing again.
Spring and fall are my favorite seasons. The one
See, I like,
and the one is going to sleep.
I like all seasons, but by the end of it, I'm ready for the next season.
Yeah, see, I like summer except the middle of summer. And I like winter except the middle of winter.
Right.
The hottest and the coldest.
He likes May and June. He hates July, August.
Yeah.
He likes December and January, or November, end of this November, beginning of December, all through December, and then hates January, February.
Yeah.
And you know, being further north than we are, you're already colder than it is here.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't think to bring a jacket when we went up there. And it was the biggest mistake I've ever made. Even if I'm in May, I'm still bringing a jacket.
Yeah, you never know. Like, seriously, living here, we have plenty of coats and jackets and all that. So let us know. We'll bring you something, because you really, truly do not know. Even in the middle of summer, you'll have a night that's just so cold that you want long sleeves or coat. It's crazy.
And you're like, where did this come from?
Yeah, flowers in spring. Summer is good for pool parties and bonfires.
Mm-hmm.
Pool parties, yes. I like bonfires in the fall because I like the hoodies and the bonfires and whatnot. Pool parties, especially at Tackies and Tony's, because those pool parties are clothing optional. Nothing sexual. It's just, clothing optional.
When did me and Sam touch wieners? Was that fall?
No, it was it was in the between of spring.
We had a
fall,
big old
summer, fall.
bonfire in the backyard, and my friend came over, and we were roasting wieners.
Your microphone is giving that feedback again.
We did a TikTok, and the TikTok was touching hot dogs, and I was all like, "Oh my god, look, we're touching wieners!" And it was like hilarious. Like TikTok went crazy with it.
I love TikToks.
Yeah.
I hope the government don't take them like they did my baby.
Well, go slap her, girl. Slap her.
Things are so crazy right now. I have no idea what will happen, what will not. I just go from minute to minute.
That's it.
I don't get political on here very often because there's two things we don't talk about: politics and religion.
Right.
About sex. Anyway, so,
And we can't do porn on here.
but I usually don't get political on here. But the other day we were driving down 65, and from where we live in Branson to where you go to Branson, and you drive down 65, you can see Branson Hills Parkway, and then the rest of Branson. And as you're entering Branson down 65 Highway, and I was looking at it, and I was like, I just looked at T-Ray and said, I wonder what Branson's going to look like after the war. And he's like, what? I was like, let's be honest. The war's coming to America. So I wonder what Branson is going to look like after the war.
Well, you know that leaning building on that, I don't know what the name of the road is, but it's by McDonald's. Well, the one that I went to anyway. It will look similar to that.
That's on 76. Are you talking about the upside down building?
Yes.
That's under works.
Yes, that's the one.
That's something to look at for sure.
That's where I was all enamored by seeing everything going on and everything. I was just like a little kid.
Yeah. There's a lot to see.
Oh.
Like, there is a lot to see.
My first time in Branson, I've been to Seminole City, excuse me, before, but my first time in Branson was our month anniversary, and he got a room and did the flowers and candles and all this nice stuff. But I was in awe. I was like, oh my god, it's like a mini Vegas, but with country music.
And see, I've never been to Vegas either. I'm an Oklahoma girl. I was born and raised here, and I've always just stayed here.
Yeah.
I've been Missouri, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Kansas, Colorado, Illinois. We went to Indiana just to drop a dog off, and then came back. It was like 30 minutes into the Indiana border. But I went to Indiana.
It's still Indiana, ain't it? Ain't it?
Yeah. See, I love it, girl. Because like from 9 to 22, I was in Oklahoma. And
okay.
And when I was 3, I moved to Missouri with my mom. And then when I was 9, I moved back to Oklahoma with my dad.
Okay.
And then I got the hell out of there at 22. I moved back to Missouri. And then, or at 22, I moved back to Missouri.
Well, you know, Oklahoma's where the queens come sweeping down the plains.
Oh, yeah, I know, Too.
Oh, yeah.
But it is about that time.
Oh, it is already.
Yeah. I could talk to you all night.
I know, right?
We didn't have
thank
you. And like,
I'll send you my therapy bill in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I can't wait to see you in May.
Have you back on.
Or Sunday. I will see you Sunday.
Yes. See you Sunday.
Oh my God, we will. We'll see you Sunday.
Right. All right. Well, I will see you later. Bye, Tucky Tina.
We're literally just going for the brunch.
Yeah.
So whatever you guys are doing afterward, we're down to hang.
Okay.
Yeah. We're just
okay.
Because this is Cassie Cass and Irish Cream's production on Sunday.
Right.
Productions as Cassie Cash and Irish Cream. They're doing this on Sunday together, the brunch. And so,
Correct. It's a flamboyant brunch.
Yes. And we're going to Tulsa, and it's not like T-Roy's part of Pussy Willow Productions, and we completely support Pussy Willow. But we're going to Tulsa
Mm-hmm.
instead of going to Eureka this weekend. So, but we're coming to support Cassie Cass, you, and Irish Cream for the brunch hour.
DJ Irish Cream, yes.
With those blue eyes and that hairline.
I tell her street name is Bella.
I like that.
Oh, wait, look who finally come on. Here's Sam. He's the one that was doing the documentary. Finally pops on at the end of the show.
Hello.
Barely can see his nose. What's up, Sam?
Hello.
Thank you for filming.
So I've been trying to enter the studio. I was having some technical difficulties for like the past 15 miles of my trip.
Really?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me fix this. There we go. All right, can you hear me?
Yes.
Before you didn't fix anything.
I can't hear you guys.
And we were talking about you, and can't wait to see what the documentary is going to hold. And Ivana said that she is totally down for an interview for the documentary.
Yes, I'm really excited about that. Oh,
I am too.
Okay, now I can see everybody. I couldn't see you guys. Okay, it's so nice to see everyone. I'm excited. The documentary is looking real too, and I definitely would love an interview.
I could make that out, believe it or not, and you are more than welcome to have that time of mine.
Well,
Maybe.
Bob, you were
So,
about to
can I
sign
get your
off.
contacts, your people, my people?
I'm sorry?
He said, "Can I get your contacts? Your people call my people, and all that." Yeah.
Oh, sure.
We'll hook you up.
But thank you for popping in, Sam. We're about to sign off. It's the end of the show. We're going to call you after we're done, so you'd better not get off of here.
But Ivana, thank you so much for popping on and being with us. And we are going to have you back on very soon. And we will
I lost everybody.
in America Springs, Arkansas.
Have a good night, guys.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Oh my God. Now where is he? Oh, hey,
Are you
there
there?
you are. Are you there?
All right, I'm going to call you, Bub. Love you. All right, bye, guys.
So that was our show for the night. We are going to be talking to Sam back in the back area, and we will catch up with everybody next Thursday at 9 o'clock on WLFE-DB.com radio, or you can check it out on T-Roy L. Shirley Vaughn or the T-Roy TV Facebook page, Everything Nothing Without the G's Facebook page, or TikTok, or Clapper. I'm all over the place. So just type in T-Roy.
Like and follow.
Like and follow.
Thank you for joining T-Roy and a special guest here on Everythin Yet Nothin. Tune in next Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central for another episode you won't want to miss. Until next time, be a rainbow in someone's life. Like and follow us on Facebook at WLFE DB Radio.
Oh my God, that one guy was bad. And did you check out Rocky's?
Taylor, you're married.
Oh my God, it's so muscular.
You're married though.
Oh, sorry everybody. Hi, bye, Rocky. See you Sunday.